Welcome to PSC Academy. My name is Chhattisgarh and we are going to discuss about linguistics and its subfield. So, what does mean by linguistics? Linguistics is the scientific study of language. So, we generally use language, and even I am using the language English. So, it is mean for communication. If we are able to share means by using this language or any other language. So, this is the way of communication and how we share our feeling, our emotion, our thought, our idea by using the language. So, linguistics is the scientific study of language, and it is the study of structure, history, use, and acquisition. So, here we know the language, but here in linguistics we study it scientifically. We go deep into the language so that we can get how the language has evolved and how does it becomes a meaningful sentence by using some small units of sound that is called morpheme. So here we talk about the structure of language, then we study phonetics, phoneme, phonology, and syntax, semantics, pragmatic. These are many subfields are there, and we talk about the history. Then we study the history of language, how the language has evolved and how it has continuously been changing from the ancient time, and here today we are speaking the language, right? So it has continuously been changing because of some cultural, some contextual, and because as a human being we are adding something on every day because of our need, and that's how the language has continuously been changing. And we have got language that is completely changed as we compare this language with ancient language. So because it is language and it has continuously been changing, and we study it into the history of language. And we talk about the uses of the language, then we are using and I am using this language. I am sharing my idea, my thought through this language, right? So these are the uses. There are other uses of the language that for example, a child, a newborn child, if the child is not able to speak the language for a long time, then he is given a therapy that is called speech therapy. So this is the use of the language, and we are still using the language, and without language it is not possible to share our feeling, our communication, our ideas. And what the word we are saying these days, this is because of the language. Without language we cannot think about the word, right? Language, because of the language we are connected. So that is what the language is. And if we talk about the acquisition of the language, then if we talk about a newborn child, then the child born and take birth, and he or she starts crying, right? And that crying doesn't have any meaning. But as he or she gradually grow up in the society and makes contact with the society, and he or she acquires the language, how he or she perceives the language in society, when that cry is or she's cries become a meaningful word or sentence, and that cries carry the meaning after means growing, after becoming adult, or the English language and English literature. So there are some differences here. English language is a system of communication where we study grammar, syntax, vocabulary. But in English literature is the product of that language. English literature is based on that language. So we can also say that English literature is the creativity and ideas of that particular language, right? English language. So this is all about the linguistics, and we jump into the subfield of linguistics or language. That is phonetics. Phonetics. It is made of phone. Phone means sound. So it is the study of sounds and physical production of human sound. So in phonetics we study about the sound. Means how the sounds are produced. Okay, for example, I am speaking in English language, then I am using my organs of speech so that I can produce the sound. So my organs of speech are lips, tongue, and teeth, my vocal cord, and the lungs are also evolved to flow the air. And there are 44 sounds in our English language, and it is made of 26 alphabetic letters. So 26 alphabetic letters produce 44 sounds, and if further divide the 44 sound, then we find vowel sound and consonant sound. So 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sound. So if we further divide the vowel sound, then we will find monophthong and diphthong. And here is 12 monophthong and 8 diphthong. What does mean by monophthong? Monophthong is made of two words, mono and thong. So mono is single and thong is song. So there will be single sound. For example, E. If we see the word C, then we find sound E. And we talk about diphthong, then it is made of two words, dip and thong. So D means die or two, and thong is sound. It is produced two sounds. So here it is also the part of vowel. So here is two vowel sounds, that is gliding, just like oi, sound oi. For example, boil, soil. So here oi sound is producing here. Okay, this is all about the phonetics. So next topic is phonology. It is the study of systematic organization and patterns of speech sound. So if we put the sounds statistically in order, then we find some meaning or some meaningful word, right? So what is the smallest unit of sound? The smallest unit of sound is called phoneme, and we order the phonemes structurally. Then we find some sound, and that sound carries meaning. So how sounds are used to convey meaning? So here, for example, the sound pattern is love. So we don't find any sound just like this, love. So for example, the word doesn't exist, la play. But here we find some sound pattern, pla, and we can make some other word. We can make just like play, place, play, etc. And these words carry meaning. But this word, la play, doesn't carry any meaning. So this is the pattern of sound. If you place the sound in pattern, then we can get meaning. And if we divide the phonetics, then we find segment and suprasegment. So in segment we study vowel, consonant, and further we divide the vowel, then we find monophthong and diphthong. And what about the suprasegment? Suprasegment is that if we further divide the segment, then we find suprasegment. And suprasegment is all about the stress and high and low pitch, intonation. For example, pitch, intonation, rhythm, etc. This all come under suprasegmental. So this is all about the phonology. So another subfield is syntax. Syntax is set of rows of structure of sentence. So if we put some words in a structural way, then we find a sentence, and that sentence carry the meaning. For example, he is going to the park. We find some structure. Yeah, subject, auxiliary verb, main verb, and object. If we change some here, for example, if we take auxiliary verb in front of the sentence, then it becomes is he going to the park? Then it becomes interrogative sentence, right? So if we change something and if we order the words, then it is called syntax. Another subfield is semantic. Here is the spelling mistake. Here is E. So semantic, it is the study of meaning in language and how words and sentences or phrases convey meaning. So in semantic, we study about the meaning of any word or sentence. For example, she saw the star. Here is the order is subject, verb, and object. And we can also take the another sentence, that is the star saw her. And here also the structure is also same, subject, verb, and object. So what is the difference? There is no difference, but there is a difference in meaning. Both sentences carry different meaning. And for example, we can also take An example, he has expired. This sentence doesn't carry proper meaning because of this expired. What expired? Rather, we can say it, he has passed away. If someone died, then we can say he is passed away or he has passed away. So this sentence carries the meaning, right? So semantics is all about the meaning of any word or sentence. So this is all about the video and this is all about the linguistic. So if you are preparing for the NET or CET examination, then classes have started here, courses are ongoing, you can avail any course, and thank you for watching this video. At Key to Success Academy you can come and you can join our courses. Thank you.